Right then, folks, I'm going to try a little electrolysis. But first, I want to talk about something. Right then, just a quick one. It's nothing to do with what we're about to do, but I just thought I'd mention this. My daughter, she's 14. One of my daughters, her name is Millie. She's been suffering recently from some mental health issues, and to combat this, she's decided to make jewellery. Now, this is only UK only, but she's made some earrings, and she thought she'd put them on a Facebook page. Obviously, she's too young to have Facebook, so under my supervision, I've set this up for her. So please go over. She'll be making lots of jewellery, some silver-plated ones, and the idea is to sell this stuff so that she can afford to buy resin for future products. She's going to be making resin items, and eventually she'll get on to making other different types of jewellery, including pewter and possibly even silver in the near future. Okay, so that's Millie, and I'll put a link to the Facebook page in the description, so please go over and check them out. She's called it the Just Millie brand. Okay, right then, on to the subject at hand. So what I've done is I've made a contraption to do with electrolysis. And what electrolysis is, in a nutshell, is a way of removing rust from an item. Okay, it can be particularly dangerous, especially the way I'm doing it. I've done this thing before, but not quite like this. I've just literally had a bowl with two electrified bits of metal in there. Okay, but this time it's gone a little bit more. I'm going to be using mains power. Okay, so I recommend to anybody to not try this at home. Okay, so what have I done? I've got a plastic container here, and I've drilled a hole either side, 3 holes actually. The one in the center is attached to the negative diode, is it called? Okay, and that's just a bolt with 2 nuts either side, attached with a, if it focuses, an electrical thingy there with a bit of cable attached with a crocodile clip underneath. Now the crocodile clip is going to hold the item that I want to try and remove the rust from. Okay, and then the positive will attach to this one. Okay, right, so what I'm going to do is this is a 1 penny that I found on the beach the other day. As you can see, there is a bust sort of on there. Just going to try it out. I'm going to attach this to the crocodile clip, and what goes in here is water. I've got warm water here, and I'm going to dissolve or stir it around bicarb of soda. So let's do that now. Sorry about any noise in the background. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to have a teaspoon bicarb of soda, and I'm just going to stir it in till it dissolves. Just like that. Yeah, my daughter's watching YouTube in the other room, so If you hear any noise from that, I do apologise. There's nothing I can do. Kids will be kids. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead. That's where I need my stand. Hang on. Right, that's the tripod set up. Right, so I've got my my 1 penny. I think it's King George VI, and this is literally an experiment. So it's attached to the crocodile clip, and I'll submerge that and the contacts inside the water. Just make sure that goes flat on the bottom. I'm going to clip it down. And there it is. Submerged. Ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside because it gives off, I think it's hydrogen gas. It vents that. So I'm going to take this all outside and do it out there. Okay, right, we're outside. I need to stress again. Do not try this if you are any doubt as to what you're doing. This here, what I'm plugging it into is an old mobile phone charger. I've split it and I've attached crocodile clips to the ends. Okay, so what I'll do is plug them onto the terminals before I plug it in. Negative on that one, positive on that one. Let's see if we've got them the right way around. Right, I'm going to go and plug this in now. Turn it on, and hopefully nothing will go bang. Okay, we're still here, so it must be a good thing. Right, so what we'll do is I'll let that sizzle for a little while. You can't see it through the lid there because of the condensation, and I ain't touching it because it's live. But what's happening, yeah, it's working. What's happening is bubbles are now coming off the coin, and the gas that's released will come out through this vent hole here, where it's where the crocodile clip is. Right, so we'll leave that on there for about half an hour, and we'll turn it all off and we'll check and see how much crud has come off the coin. Right, that's been bubbling away. So turn it off, unplug it. Let's check how the coin's doing. See that brown murky water? That's a sign that it's working. Let's try that off some. Okay, not too much details come out yet. Okay, there is some writing coming through as it dries. To be honest, I'm not really expecting any detail to come through, so I'll leave it on for another half an hour, and we might try something else. So plug it back in. Oh, attach the coin back to the crocodile clip. Sorry, off camera. Turn it so it's actually in the water. Oops. It's a bit fiddly. Yeah, that should do it. plug it back in. Turn it back on, let it bubble, and I'll see you in a little while. Right then, we are back. I'm just going to turn the power off, unplug it, safety first and all that. So let's have a look. Just dry it off. All that muddy water there. That's just all that is off one coin. So, okay. Yeah, I thought it was a toasted coin anyway, to be fair. See some writing, even more writing there, look, at the top and at the bottom. So there is some coming through. It's definitely George V, 1 penny. I think the front side is a bit worn, a bit too worn out. Okay, so it's not a problem. It's just to try it out, really. I will be doing some other iron objects. I'm going to try this. It's a shilling I found detecting 1918. So it's a silver shilling. See all the crud on it? I'm going to try this. It's starting to get dark, but when I come and check on it again, I'll make sure I've got a flashlight, torch. Okay, here we go. Keep it down. Plug it in. Now, I don't usually like doing this to coins, but this is just for educational purposes. So that's now on. I'll leave that in there for half an hour, maybe a bit more. It'll be dark by then, I reckon, so I'll see you soon. Right then, it's been just over an hour. It's getting a little bit dark now, so head torch on. Let's turn the power off. I'm going to call it a day after this. This is only a tester, but I think it's been quite successful. Okay, let's dry the coin off. Give us a sec. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a metal detecting coin, and it hasn't really made any difference, to be honest. Like I say, it's just a test. If I was to get like an iron object, like a nail or something like that, maybe I'll test that out again someday. But definitely worth, like, if you was to make one of these, maybe a bigger tub. I might do that one day, because I've got some horseshoes to clean up, and it'll take probably around about 6 to 8 hours to clean up a horseshoe. But hey, I like to experiment. That's how I learn. So yeah, I'll call it a day there, because it's getting a bit dark and cold. But I'd like to thank you very much for joining me. Please do check out my daughter's Facebook page, Just Millie. It's UK only at the moment. Like I said, it's only like costume jewellery, silver plated stuff. But she just wants to raise a bit of cash so she can get some more materials to make more jewellery of different types. Right, thank you very much, guys. Until the next one, I shall see you then.